Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Friday, number 22 day for this month for September 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Mr. No Connie. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people at home and abroad, I bring una salute. The episode for today's podcast will be titled Speak the Truth and Shame the Devil. Speak the truth and shame the devil. 3 days it done pass where Ambazonian transport sector it done be in a complete shutdown, with over 80% of travel agency them where them be responsible for moving our people across the Mongo. They done be stopped because of a ban, where the ban is except it no be credible, it no be legitimate. The thing where it done plague Ambazonian struggle, now people where they misrepresent themselves. Some person go stand come out talk say I dey talk for all man. Where true in the talk for all man. Whether na the whole IG project where he claims say that they represent the whole Ambazonia like a government. Or Dr. Cho Ayaba where he talk say he talk on behalf of all the country. We must understand that according to international law, which is just a reflection of reality, a people like ours where they not get their sovereignty for their hand, nobody can speak on behalf of everybody. When you have not been elected by everybody, you can only speak for the interests of everybody according to yourself or according to your group. That is the appropriate and the right thing for us to know our capacity and stop deceiving our people and becoming imposters. According to the People's Right International Law, every citizen for a country or a territory such as us, where they fight for freedom, they fight for independence, every single one of us, we have the right to our opinion. We have the right to fight and defend the interests of our country. And everybody, as they come together, you speak on behalf of your group for the interests of Ambazonia. So when I need to know the one very well, if you stand up for talk, some man come out talk say, I dey talk on behalf of all Ambazonians. When I know say that man a thief man. Because it not be possible say one man if he stand and talk on behalf of a people the way them be diverse, then get different opinion. For this was struggle for independence. We know say proven scientific data a day where it show say 96% of our population them want independence and then want separation. That one a fact. So the people then where them want this independence and then want separation, then they in various groups. Those groups then get their own way where they see things, then get their own method, the way they do things them, and then get personality, the way they fight for the same thing. So when any man it is stand up for talk, make it the talk say, I they talk like the people them, or I they represent, I be part of the people where they fight for independence and freedom. So it means I they for this struggle. And I they talk on behalf of our organization or your own person. Say for the interest of our country. Now the decision this way my group it don't take them, or now the decision this way me I don't take them, or I they push them forward, depending on your level of influence, depending on your level of credibility and the reflection of the will and aspiration of our people. Now say people that go to take and they receive way to where they talk them. So all we will plenty will get the same right, but will be different in terms of our influence over our people then. So make man no begin claim something where you know be some power where you know get them. It just make a fool of yourself. Because even if the unlearned want them, they begin see you the way we appreciate for call yourself. You know mean say na so you be in reality. And as you sleep for your bed, you yourself you know how your weight is day. So make we fight the good fight in the right way. Because when you do things the right way, it be accommodating. All man go feel comfortable. No man is not going to argue with you. No man is not going to challenge you. And we'll get plenty things them for this way. Even the name for our country, Ambazonia. Now name we Gojidinka is chosen for our country. But that name in nobody yet be established according to international law. So the name for our country no be Ambazonia. Ambazonia na an aspirational name. So if some man in your reality, you are an Ambazonian, no say an aspiration and how we want to reflect your identity. That is how it is. Our territory, where they see am so now, according to the United Nations, according to the African Union, according to all the recognized states in the world, they consider that part, this our territory, what they call them, say Ambazonia. They consider and say, now the West Cameroon or Anglophone region of Cameroon. And that reference, it be based on international law. So we for the Anglophone region, we for West Cameroon, where it be now the former Southern Cameroon, we fight for our right for self-determination, for determine the political outlook for our country, because our country will never be independent. Our country will never get its sovereignty. We want say we go separate from Cameroon to become an independent country where they go call and say Ambazonia. How will you go about this case? It be important. Because if you can't stand, you talk for the international community, say Ambazonia is already free. Ambazonian is already an independent country. The international community go talk say, based on the way they understand things them, that means say you do want create a new country. And no man of you support the creation of a new country. So these are some of those things that we will learn them based on our interaction with the international community them. And we will need to educate our people so that we go speak a language where the people they expect say they listen for we, where they feel hella we, they go feel here. But as we talk this thing, some don't want them amongst us. They go come out the fee say, hey, the one they go talk say, it don't talk so will not be Ambazonian. Those primitive one them, where they talk things, accusation against people with no proof. It just show how empty last them be. Now that category of people, the way they're supposed to really call and say, shit no white blast, people where they don't know how to clean their anus. They don't get no standard. They work as smell for all place. For Ambazonian school, when picking in the disturb for class, they talk you should not for backside, for back class, back benchers. If you make noise over, they will put you for back door, or they will talk you come stand out of the class. That is how we must do to sanitize and have a space where we can debate things and make sure we are standing on the right place, the right foundation to free our country. We have made a lot of mistakes officially because extremists in our midst, hardliners, use bully tactics to kick away any rational thinking and debate which is required for any successful campaign. Because only through those debates, free thinking, can a people adopt best practices that will make them effective in accomplishing any goal that they stand for. And I'll continue to hold that mantle to speak the truth to you and bring this education to you that is required for us to free ourselves. Those who call our name according to legal standard and references are the people who are truly fighting for Ambazonia. Those who come and deceive you that they are Ambazonia more than everybody. For them, it is Ambazonia or nothing. Those are the people that will destroy the dream of us to become Ambazonia. But in their own myopic mind, of course, they think the other way. But we know that it does not just matter what you think. Is it the reality or not? We are obligated to walk according to our conscience because some of us, we are God-fearing people and will continue to be that way. So wait till it happened for Bamenda yesterday, for these past 3 days in particular, for Bamenda, for Boya, for Kumba, for Mutengene, no motor for this travel agency, the way they waka, the nobel come out, and our passenger, they don't be stranded. Our people, they don't suffer huge pain. They want a pain on wound, where they go scratch man in wound. Truck pusher, they suffer, bend skin people, their business and go down. At the time where people, they don't even get pen and pencil for buy and for get a picking and go for community school. The suffering for our people, the poverty of our people, them, it don't make them for we tolerate this type of nonsense. The whole Ambazonia now, the transportation, it don't stop. People, they suffer. Then someone, then they have a Facebook page. Then they didn't say, you must obey the law. Now the law of the land, now soldier, then talk them. Either them be incompetent or they not be patriotic. Because if you are competent, you couldn't know by now, say that thing way, Bitakola be the push and say ban of transportation. It is not done in consensus. It does not represent all the forces in Ground Zero, which he claims he speaks for all the forces in Ground Zero. If he talks to you, he talk on behalf of all the forces. And then anything where you talk the forces them supposed to be in d'accord with which we talk them. But we know for this case it be wrong. And when we don't encourage the soldier, they meet them put message for help our population, meet them not be in a stage where the war go to look with the laugh and laugh. So see the whole sector they don't stop because of waiting, because of nothing. An incredible threat. It not be a credible threat. So we'll be very happy today for talk say our commander for inside Bamenda Brigade, for the ADF, for Ntanka, he done put out a message. Also for reinforce which we would do for encourage driver them, me then carry our passenger them. Say me they no fear the soldier the way them be involved, where them be capable, where they control those particular region, those area them. They don't give that cause say me gonna go, no man no go worry any man. They don't call privately, and all those where they call for give the contrary. Now likely people them for DDR because now their interest for CC make Ambazonia then look stupid, make go act stupid for drive a wage between our population and our soldier them. So I go play the audio from our commander for Tanka, JC, a very brave and very wise soldier. And I want to tell you, say, JC, you have done the right thing. There is no shame in it. You have spoken the truth, and the devil have been put to shame.
Mama mi and my papa them, I salute una. All my brothers in Amuna Salama Dende. This one na the general for Tanka. This one na a message where they come. He come this morning for reassure the NJC them for Mezam. Say we will know give any shutdown or lockdown or ban for their agencies.
So now the commander that it reassure our population, and I want to talk for all those who they be there for Facebook page. They talk, they don't go make poster then right and they say ban. Amo Mezam, ban. Guarantee Express, ban. Mogamo, ban. What are you thinking? You have become so cold-blooded, you don't even feel about those people. Are those people in Ground Zero not part of you? Even if your family are not directly affected, maybe because they are in the diaspora, don't you feel the pain of your kingsmen? Don't you listen to the people on the ground? What are you thinking? Thank you, General JC. Thank you, the ADF, for being the only group that have been bold enough to speak the truth and shame the devil. This is what we want. You don't just go ahead and go along just because you want to go ahead and go along. If you go ahead and go along with the wrong boss, you will end up in the wrong destination and you come back from point zero. So the logic say because na some soldier don't talk something, all we must fall for they die and die they go, the only follow them, the die and die they go with because we no one shame. Because na soldier talk. Na just foolishness. So JC dan can't stand up today. He dan can't contradict way to where the other general be talking. Now bad thing, he don't prove say he stand on the side of the population. And he go dissuade any general tomorrow for Ground Zero. Make you no stand begin talk rubbish. We go to inflict pain on our people them without any consensus or without any proper consideration of those soldiers them. And at the same logic that for those where they be support that 2 weeks lockdown, where they see people they suffer, they see people they die. Then only they say it must be 2 weeks lockdown. 2 weeks lockdown, 2 weeks lockdown without any thinking or thoughts. That is witchcraft. That is witchcraft. Because na some soldier talk am, na soldier didn't talk am. So anything is right based on a soldier because na soldier be talk am. Tanwe General Efang it be declare lockdown. So one day no be command talk say that lockdown it no go without any proper reason. We must always reason. We must never keep away our sanity. La Republic one may go keep our sanity on the ground when they talk about our history. Hey, may we no talk. May we no use the name Ambazonian. May we no recount our history. The one for discard, may we accept some improper fraction, say it be proper. How can you refuse our history? How can you refuse our right and our expectation that we cannot be with a country in Njumba, not be married forever? If something need to worry, you wait, they never sign marriage with you. Now you are picking they go suffer. You are picking they go be, they no consider them under law, let's say if you become chop chair for that family. How will you be in a marriage with a country who will never sign any document? Then all our own property they will be get them, they don't take them. Now we the suffer. Now we the suffer. How can we be with La Republic like that, but they want to fool us to accept this type of stupidity? And at the same thing where some of Unaran exhibit them. That means Unaran even shows say some of we be worse than Pobia. Unadi validate Pobia indirectly without knowing. So we need to stop this stupidity. And for all those the way they be there for Insta Facebook say there is a ban, just follow the law. JC have put you to shame. JC have put you to shame. Shame on you. And you must accept the truth if truly you love our people. They say a prophecy comes because there is still time. I'm telling you people today, if you have been listening to me from the beginning in this our struggle, remember that this struggle could have failed when I campaigned 3 years ago for education, for community school. Some hoodlums were calling me black leg, say I don't chop money that they can't begin my own bribe. If that was not adopted, and I still thank the Egg of C because they were the only group that adopted that policy for community school. If it was not adopted, this struggle could have gone, it could have ended. Remember all the policies I have fought with you to stop it. When they say let us ban Cameroon ID card, let us cut them. They were cutting them in Bamenda. Our population, they almost one Naxo that they will hand. I joined Egg of C, we stop it. My brother, my people, if they ask you, say, you do want free your people, then for waiting. You are a freedom fighter, you want free your people, then for waiting. How can you say that you want to free them for independence alone? It should be, the independence should have a context. Because you cannot say you want to free people, but you are enslaving them. Asking them to do things that doesn't have reason. You are inflicting pain on them when it is not necessary. You defeat the purpose of our struggle. When you say you are a freedom fighter, you want to free people, that means you don't become Robin Wood, Robin de Bois. The kind person where you don't sacrifice yourself, say you go take from the rich for Kangi and for the poor. That is your job. Any man where you don't misconstrue this struggle, it come for this in your own enam, na your own emia. Say now for through this struggle where you don't go give some investment. Tomorrow they go come make you some minister, they will give you some projects, you go benefit any franc for this struggle. You don't make big mistake. Any general where you do wait on one day they go can give you some big money. Say because of your fight, they go can put you for some big place. You don't make big mistake. The only price for a hero na a medal. The only price for a true freedom fighter na the satisfaction say people that improve their life. All the great freedom fighters in this war have never long after luxury because of that fight. Some of them even reject money or compensation from the governments that they fight for to send a message to the war that I fought for my people. My people is my joy. We must learn this and we must appreciate this. Life will end whether you like it or not. How will it end for you? If we don't have the right mentality, even if independent come tomorrow, some soldiers they will continue to fight because they will talk say they never settle them. So we don't fight all the fights so some big money never enter. We need to start know say when things they find for country, it will work for all of us. Because La Republic they don't know. Now whether you see one man they go carry billions and for hard and for house, it buy big motor them road in order for driver. So I'll be one for already address this issue, make it be an eye opener. JC he don't do the right thing. Because if you see your people that they suffer because of something will be wrong, the right thing for do no be for put your partisanship cap. The fear say if you come out talk it means say you support Capo Daniel. Capo Daniel then become now the light. Now the new Pinocchio. You need to do the right thing, even when if you feel saying as some person when you perceive enemy, it go benefit even that thing na your right thing. Because if you don't get that mentality, it will mean say you go reject independence if you become a person when a political adversary, when the team will suffer for the country. We need to accept. If Sako go bring we independence tomorrow, me, Capo Daniel, I will go turn up for online too, I will support it. Because ultimately we fight for our people. It no matter who go bring the truth, who go bring the right solution, who go bring the right way for we to move forward. If it is right, we all are obligated by our conscience, if we have one, to support it. We are in the crossroad of our liberation struggle. Yes, I have come up with an organization with an alternative solution. That is the most active topic, most active solution that is being considered in the international community. I guarantee you that now. If you want to support it, think about it, if it is the right thing to do, if what we have said is true. Nobody have said the contrary because they know that is the only way, and that is the truth. You have listened to my conversation with Mark Barata. You have listened to Ambassador Thibaut Nagy, who started by saying that Ambazonia will come, maybe an independent country, to turn out and dismissing an option for our quest of self-determination. You have heard from A, B, C, D, all of the conclusion are the same. You cannot discard or become blind to the truth. It will catch up with you. People, they talk say, Capo Daniel, if you talk so, it means that what people, they go feel discouraged. No. Do you know how painful it be for hope in something where will ever happen? Forget a false hope. Remember, I said the same people they talk that talk. They be join me for the table of people. They say, Sako, they give people a false hope. Because they do any diplomatic move. Now, person will be lazy in the first place. Imagine the pain and frustration where people they go there under. If you give them a wrong hope, then they so for the next 10 years, all of you can realize and say that hope be being a false hope. Be get any plan, be that envisage them. Than for tell them the truth now, then they adjust themselves and fight for it, and which will be effective. Because the truth is the only key. Now, either way, Jesus Christ call himself the truth because he is the truth. And the truth is the only way. The truth is the only light. And only the truth can set slaves free. Only it. That is the only foundation upon which you can build a freedom of a people. Any other ground or sandy soil, na a sinking soil. We must build on the solid foundation if we love our people. We must be able to change our opinion based on facts, not impression. We must be able to make accusation only with substantiation based on truth. Ladies and gentlemen, we get a lot for present and for una in terms of economic development from data the way we don't get them from the International World Bank, and also a report where it don't come out about the humanitarian situation and human rights situation in our country on both sides, and a lot much more, which I think we have to do them through a televisual way. That means on my platform on YouTube, I will broadcast that for the. Make sure so you don't be subscribed for the, because the data then for Facebook, it show for YouTube, it shows that they suppress our YouTube channel because of some type of images and we talk about war. So you need to already be subscribed and click the notification button before you go to get latest messages from our daily podcasts, and daily updates will be based on fact through Capo Daniel's platform. Capo Daniel signing out, looking out for you.